If you're afraid, don't do it. If you're doing it, don't be afraid. An action committed in anger is an action doomed to failure. There is no value in anything until it is finished. Conquering the world on horseback is easy. It is dismounting and governing that is hard. A man's greatest joy is crushing his enemies. There is no good in anything until it is finished. With heaven's aid, I have conquered for you a huge empire, but my life was too short to achieve the conquest of the world. That task is left for you. Attack with aggression, but always have a plan of retreat. The greatest happiness is to vanquish your enemies, to chase them before you, to rob them of their wealth, to see those dear to them bathed in tears, to clasp to your bosom their wives and daughters. I am the flail of God. Had you not created great sins, God would not have sent a punishment like me upon you. Who can't stop drinking may get drunken 3 times a month. If he does it more often, he is guilty. To get drunken twice a month is better. Once, still more praiseworthy. But not to drink at all. What could be better than this? But where could such a being be found? But if one would find it, it would be worthy of all honor. The strength of a wall is neither greater nor less than the courage of the men who defend it. I am the terror that flaps in the night. I am the scourge that pecks at your nightmares. The strength of my empire is not in the stone walls, but in the hearts of my people. I am the fire that burns against the cold, the light that brings the dawn, the horn that wakes the sleepers, the shield that guards the realms of men. The strength of a man's virtue should not be measured by his special exertions, but by his habitual acts. Do not grieve. Anything you lose comes round in another form. I am the storm that will wash away all in my path, leaving nothing but destruction in my wake. Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. I am the sword that cleaves through the darkness, bringing order to chaos. It is not enough to conquer, one must learn to rule. The greatest conqueror is he who overcomes himself. A wise ruler knows that the strength of his kingdom lies in the well-being of his people. The strength of a nation derives from the integrity of its homes. Conquering the world is not enough. One must conquer their own desires and weaknesses. A leader is successful not only by the strength of his army, but by the loyalty and trust of his men. A man's greatest wealth is the respect and admiration of his fellow warriors. The greatest victories are won without shedding a drop of blood. A wise leader listens to the counsel of others, but ultimately makes their own decisions. The true measure of a man is not in his wealth or possessions, but in his honor and integrity. A warrior must be swift as the wind, strong as the mountains, and fierce as the fire. The path to success is paved with hardships and sacrifices. A true leader leads by example, inspiring others to follow in their footsteps. The greatest victories are those that are achieved through unity and cooperation. A wise ruler knows when to be ruthless and when to be merciful. The strength of a leader lies not only in their physical prowess, but in their ability to inspire and unite their people. The flame of a warrior's spirit burns brightest in the face of adversity. A conqueror must be adaptable and willing to learn from those they conquer. A man's true character is revealed in times of crisis and conflict. The path to greatness is paved with determination, discipline, and unwavering resolve. A true warrior fights not only for personal glory, but for the well-being of their comrades and the prosperity of their people. The legacy of a conqueror is not measured in the lands they conquer, but in the impact they leave on the world. A wise ruler knows that true power comes not from the sword, but from the hearts and minds of their subjects.